going on, guys? I'm back with another video. Today's video is a bit different. Obviously, I never make videos in my car, but I thought it was time for story time. A lot of people have been asking me what happened, and I also wanted to explain why I haven't been uploading the past few days, which is kind of related to this. But yeah, let's get into it. So this all started when I hit 500,000 subscribers, which, by the way, I want to thank you all. I'm pretty sure I said that, but I just want to thank you all once again. We hit 500,000 subscribers back in December, and it's been amazing. It's been amazing 2017, and I hope 2018 is a great year. But the only problem with that is that I never made a challenge, all right? And I kind of felt bad, and I was looking for challenges to make. And so one challenge came across my mind, and it was to take shots of hot sauce every time I lost in Clash Royale. So the video was going to be called Clash Royale, but every time I lose, I take a shot of hot sauce. Now, this was not regular hot sauce. I was actually going to order this extreme hot sauce that is not recommended to drink, by the way. And I actually did order it. Here's a picture of it. So in the beginning of February, I ended up ordering 2 of these on Amazon. Sunday morning, I get up and I'm ready to record. So I have my iPad ready, I have the shot glasses ready, I have everything ready, and I start recording. Now, the weird thing is that halfway toward recording, the video stops and I couldn't save anything. So I don't have any footage of the actual challenge. I don't have any footage of anything that happened, which kind of sucks because this would have made a great challenge failed video, but I can't make that video. And the only thing I have is my story to tell. It would have been kind of funny to see me suffer on video, let's all be honest here. So I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, that's stupid, why did you try that? You deserve that. Well, keep in mind this was going to be a challenge, and I knew it was stupid, but I didn't know it was going to affect me in a bad way. The video stops recording halfway, and I had already taken 1 shot, so it was horrible. Like, I had 1 shot and the video just stopped. So I didn't put too much attention on that just yet because my mouth was burning, my throat was on fire. Now, this is not the bad part. I haven't got to that part just yet. You know, the hot sauce was hot, but it was a walk in the park compared to what happened next. So when everything comes down, my stomach did hurt a little bit, but it wasn't anything severe. It was just like a discomfort. So I just drank some juice, some water, blah, 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 and I tried to get the video back. So I couldn't get the video back, and my stomach started hurting a little more. And I go to the bathroom, I stood over the sink for about 2 hours. And during those 2 hours, I threw up 4 times. 4 times because I made myself throw up because the pain was getting more and more intense over time. So you know how people say time is the best remedy for any type of problem? Well, in my case, time was making it worse. The reason why I didn't want to go to the hospital is 1, it was only like 2 hours. So I was like, oh, it'll calm down later. And 2, I don't have insurance. So if I go to the hospital for anything, they're gonna charge me a fortune. If I freaking walk in there, they're gonna charge me for walking in there. 50 bucks because he walked in here. 100 bucks because he coughed. Crazy stuff like that. Of course, I'm exaggerating, but that's how it feels. Time goes by, the pain is getting more and more severe. I couldn't take the pain. You guys don't even know. I was suffering, literally suffering. My hands were shaking the entire time. And this went on for like 8 hours. Imagine 8 hours just standing over the sink with your hands shaking, your legs shaking, you just sitting there trying to think. And the worst part about it is that every time I threw up, it went up my nose too, and my nose was on fire because like hot sauce in your nose. I couldn't breathe. Luckily, I had a chance to breathe, but only a little bit amount. And this was very uncomfortable. It was just like I was gasping for air. Like I was trying to get air, it just wasn't there. So around 10 p.m. after all this suffering, this is around when the Eagles won, which, because I remember there was some screaming and I was like dozing off and they was screaming and people like cheering, and I was like, oh, the Eagles must have won. I'm not trying to offend anyone, by the way. I just knew because I live in South Jersey. We're right next to Philly. At 4 a.m., I finally decided to go to the hospital. I didn't want to get an ambulance because that would cost me literally a fortune. So I end up driving myself to the hospital. Now, keep in mind, I could not drive. And if you were to ask anyone that knew that I was in pain, they would have told me not to drive. So I get to the hospital, which is like half a mile from me. It's pretty lucky because usually hospitals are pretty far from me. But this time, there was one right next to me, about a half a mile away. I get to the hospital, I get to the front desk, and I literally just slam my hand on the counter and say, I need a doctor. I need to see a doctor right now. I'm not even kidding, guys. I said, I need to see a doctor, and the woman there, she says, all right, you need to sign a few things. I need your name, I need your insurance card, I need your ID. And I'm like, what the hell? Obviously, she was doing her job, so no worries. So they make me sign a few papers. I don't even know what I signed, but I signed like 3 papers. And they make me sit there for like 5 minutes. I wait patiently with pain, and they call me up to the nurse, and then the nurse is like, all right, what's going on? So I tell the nurse exactly what happened, and she laughed. And yeah, it is kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie, like, why the hell would you do that? And that's what anyone would say. I'm pretty sure you guys are saying the same thing. Why the hell would you do that, HaVoC? That's so stupid. But it was all for the challenge. It was all for you guys, and I wasn't thinking, all right? So I tell the nurse, this was a nurse, by the way. This wasn't in the back where the doctors are. This is a nurse, and she asks my weight, my height, my age, blah, blah. And then she makes me sit for like another 5 minutes until I'm called to the back. So I'm finally called to the back, and I follow this doctor. The nurse is there with her. She explains what happened, and the doctor just sits there like, all right, you gotta explain to me again what happened. Now, at the time when I went to the back, the pain was a little, like, it wasn't there anymore. For some reason, as soon as I walked to the back, the pain was gone. But this was happening all day. Like, it was going on and off, on and off. So it was kind of, I was kind of used to it, you know? So I explained what happened to the doctor, and she says, oh, you know, that's normal for teenagers to try these stupid challenges. When I was young, when I was your age, I used to do all this stupid stuff. And then she goes on and says, was this for YouTube? Was this for, like, you know, friends? And I was like, yeah, YouTube. And then she says, well, you should probably film yourself in here. And I was like, good one. I didn't have my camera though, and my phone was almost dying, so I couldn't, like, just whip out my camera and start recording. It wasn't the best idea. God damn, his lights are so bright. Anyways, let's go on with the story. They take my blood, you know, they take some samples, they take like 3. They inject something in my arm. I don't know what it was, but supposedly it was to calm me down, because at that point when they started taking blood, I was freaking flipping. I was shaking. I was doing all this crazy stuff. I was making noises, which I never do. Like, imagine just a woman giving birth. Now, picture that with me. This is something that nobody should feel, and I don't wish it upon anyone. It was like I was getting stabbed every second, and I would have a 5-minute break until it came back. So I wait about an hour on the bed. The pain comes and goes, like I said, and like finally when they come back, they take some piss samples. Obviously, you have to. So I had to piss in a cup, which was pretty uncomfortable, but luckily I didn't have to strip for them, because I would have never wanted to do that. So yeah, I stayed in my clothes the entire time, luckily. So finally, I think it was around, like, I think 8 a.m. or something. I have no idea what time it was, because I didn't keep track of time. Oh, I'm finally out of this traffic, by the way. All right. No more red lights in front of my face. Anyways, when they finally come back, they give me a few flyers. The nurse is now gone, and the doctor checks out of the hospital, so she's like gone too. I'm like, wait, what the hell? So they all leave. And then I get a bunch of flyers, all right? So one of the flyers, now keep in mind, the doctors left, the nurse left, and they gave me these flyers, different nurses, and they didn't explain anything. So I got flyers for gastritis. I don't know how to say that in English, but that's how you say it in Spanish, gastritis or gastro. And they gave me a flyer for that, and they didn't tell me if I had that or not. Let me turn on this light, by the way. It's a little better, just a little tad better. Anyways, It's getting dark, that's why. I should probably hurry with the story. They gave me these flyers and they gave me 4 prescriptions, and all of these medicines were crazy expensive. You would not believe. I went to CVS, I checked the prescriptions, and they were crazy expensive. Like one of them alone was like 200. They all added up to like 400. Luckily, the person there, she gave me a break and she said, all right, you know what? I can give you like 4 of these pills for a really low price, and you don't have to worry about buying a whole freaking bottle. And I was like, okay, you know what? Do that. Thank you. I love you. Anyways, I go home, I take these pills, and I felt amazing. Now keep in mind, I only feel amazing when I have these pills, and I'm still on the pills. That sounds wrong, on the pills. That's something a girl would say. I'm still on these pills because this happened Sunday and Monday, and today's Tuesday. So I'm still on the pills, which kind of sucks because while on the pills, I can't have anything hot, I can't drink, I have to watch what I eat, and everything just kind of sucks. And I know a lot of people will say, well, that's what you get. Next time, learn from your mistakes. I have learned from my mistakes, and I will do the challenge, but just not hot sauce shots. Hell no. I will still do the challenge, but it's going to be something else, and it'll probably be in like by the end of February, because right now I'm a little sick and I have to get working on some other videos. I have no idea where I'm going, but it kind of is. It's crazy dark now. That's pretty much it for the story. I mean, it was intense. I mean, the worst part about the story was the pain. It was something that I've never felt before, and it was horrible. I mean, I have no words to explain the amount of pain that I sustained over the course of a day, or almost a day. So that's why I haven't been able to make videos lately, because I've been really sick. I've been taking this medication, but today I feel better. Today's my birthday, and I didn't do anything today for YouTube either, but tomorrow I'll be back on track. This video will be uploaded tomorrow, Wednesday, so by Friday or Saturday, I should have a Clash of Clans, not Clash of Clans, Clash Royale video. Maybe Clash of Clans too, who knows. So that is pretty much it. Nonetheless though, I'm sorry I couldn't complete the challenge for this week for 500k subscribers, but I really want to thank you all for the huge milestone. I'll make it up to you guys. I have the challenge prepared again for next week or the next week after that. I just have to chill for a bit and, you know, regain my health. I guess we can say that. So I really hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out YouTube. See you on the next one. Peace.